Oh, there's only one fish. All right. Here we go. Mepps spinner, my friends. Mepps spinner. Mepps number 3. Hope you guys can see that. He's hooked in there. Nice little largie. Man, look how dark that puppy is. He needs to eat. He's skinny, but nice little largie we caught. Let's throw him back in the water. Peace out, buddy. That was on this right here, the Mepps number 3 spinner. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bravo Bassin. So you just saw the video, and if you haven't figured it out by now, today I want to talk about a lure that has either been forgotten or a lot of people don't fish or don't even know about, depending on how old you are. This is a lure that I've been fishing ever since I was a kid. It catches fish, catches lots of fish, catches big fish, catches small fish, and catches all kinds of different types of fish. And the lure that I want to talk about, and if you just paid attention in the video, is the Mepps spinner. Now this Mepps spinner crushes all kinds of bass, and I fished 2 different sizes. This is a number 3, that's the one that was just in the video that you saw catching that bass, and this is the number 2. Both of them work really great. You have to throw them on a little bit different setups, and then the only other ones that I like to throw are the ones with either a white skirt or a bucktail skirt. This is actually a number 2 Mepps. I don't have the bucktail right now. I lost my last one. I need to get a new one. But the reason why I want to talk about these is because this is a lure that's been around for over 40 some years. And it's an all-around great fishing lure. It doesn't really cost a lot. And a lot of people don't realize that it's such an awesome lure to catch fish on. Now, this is literally a silver spinner blade with just a hook. Same thing with this. Silver spinner blade with just a hook. Now, they make them in gold. They have them with black. A couple different colors like chartreuse and green and stuff. I have always fished just the silver one with the hook, or like I said, the white bucktail, or the bucktail color, which is a brown and stuff. And I've always fished either number 2 or number 3s, depending on what I was throwing it on. If you're throwing these, I have certain bait casters you can throw this number 3 just fine, but the number 2 is pretty light, so you're probably going to throw that on a spinning reel, on your finesse reel. The 3 throws really good on the finesse reel too. It's still a little light, but like I said, if you have certain base casters that can throw lighter lures, you can throw it. I was actually throwing that on a lose combo that I have that you saw in the video, and it throws it just fine. But I brought this up because there's a lot of people that don't even think about these anymore. It's either spinner baits, or they want to fish, Ned rigs, or you're fishing all your different types of plastics, or you're fishing a square bill or a deep diver, or you're fishing shaky heads, or you're fishing jigs, or you're fishing swim jigs, and you're fishing swim baits. And a lot of people overlook the Mepps spinners. Now, if you go to any tackle place anywhere there is, you will find Mepps spinners on the wall. You go to Field and Stream, they have a whole section that's nothing but Mepps spinners. You go to Bass Pro Shops, whole section it's nothing but Mepps spinners. You go to Walmart, there's a whole section, it's nothing but Mepps spinners. Now, I think a lot of people probably associate these spinners with just trout fishing. Now, I'll tell you something, they do crush trout. And I've caught tons of big trout, 4, 5, 6 pound rainbows and brown trouts and big monster brookies. I actually caught a 2.5 pound brookie out in Wyoming, which was really awesome. That's a big brook trout. And but that's not the only thing they catch. They will crush bass. They will crush crappies. They will crush smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. They will crush pickerel, northern pike. Any type of panfish will hit it. I've caught all those types of different fish, including trout and stuff on it. I've never caught a muskie on it, but I'm sure you probably could. But it's just a great all-around. I even caught hybrid striped bass with these when I was a little kid out at Lake Purdy in Alabama. So it's just a great, great lure. And it's something that I want to see more people try, because if you want a good search bait, looking for fish, not sure what to throw, but you don't really want to throw a big bulky spinner bait, then the Mepps spinner is a really great alternative to that, throwing a little bit smaller presentation to find those fish. And big fish will hit this. I actually caught a state citation this year. In March, I caught a 7 pound bass that was a little over 24 inches long, and I caught it on this actual number 2 that I was fishing, and I was throwing an 8 pound test on a bait caster. I was actually using a Kuma reel with a, I think I was throwing a 6.6 rod at the time, I've since then stepped up to 7-footers, but I had it on a 6.6 rod, and I crushed a really nice 7-pound bass. And if you want to see that picture, I'll show it to you right here in the next clip. So yeah, that's a big fish, right? You catch a big fish on a lure like this, either a 2 or 3. I was actually throwing this 2, which if you look at them, it's a little bit smaller blade presentation, and that bass hammered it. I mean, hammered it. So I've caught all different sizes of fish on these lures, and they're just great lures. And I think that, you know, you owe it to yourself to pick one up, go out and try it. Now, if you, like I said, if you're fishing a bait caster, you really want to step up to the number 3 blade or a little bit bigger blade to throw it. It just throws a little better. But if you want to go with your finesse rod, the 2s work great. I wouldn't really go any smaller than that. 2 or 3 is really the perfect sizes that I like to throw and enjoy throwing. But you really owe it to yourself to try it out. So I recommend just getting out there, picking one up, and like I said, they make these blades. They make them in silver and gold. Then they have a couple other colors. As far as these go, I've always fished the silver and golds, and I just kind of switched over to just buying the silver ones instead of a gold one. And they just work. I mean, they work great. They're amazing baits to throw, and you really can't go wrong with it. And I actually have a lot of little spinners for trout stuff too, but this is my main go-to one. And if I'm just want to take one tackle box, I have a box where I just want to take a small amount of tackle, but I want to have the right stuff to fish. This lure goes in every tackle box I have. I have one of these in every box that I go. If I'm going pond fishing, if I'm going out on the lake, if I'm going river fishing, if I downsize, anytime I take tackle with me, I have a mepps spinner. I usually have at least 2 of those in my box. When I go down to the James River and fish for smallmouth, I put on a mepps spinner. I always put it on. It's a great bait. You can fish it year round. You can fish it spring, summer, and fall. It works the best in the spring and in the fall. It works really good, but I still fish it over the summer. It's a great search bait. And as you can see, I literally just went out. The reason why I'm hot and sweaty is because just to show you, I took this lure, tied it on, went down to the little pond behind my house, and cast it around for about, I don't know, 20 minutes and caught a bass. You know, and caught that bass just to show you that you can catch bass even in the heat of the summer. It's so hot here in Virginia. I mean, it's 90+ degrees outside. Humidity's through the roof, makes it like 100 and something. I mean, I was dying, I was sweating, I was guzzling water, but I just went down there to show you that you could pull out a bass with one of these lures and show you that it is an effective lure to fish, and you will catch fish on it. And you just need to go out and try it, guys. I mean, give it a whirl. This year I've spent a lot of time trying a bunch of new baits that I've never fished, and I'm going to talk about that in another video when I get to the topwater stuff. But it's worth it to try new stuff. And if you know guys are catching fish on it, you see people catching fish on it, it's worth it to pick up at least one and give it a whirl. And we all have our confidence baits. We all have those things we're confident in. But it's always good to get outside the box and throw something different. And I think with the mepps spinner, because so many people are throwing plastics and throwing jigs and throwing all the new stuff that's out there, people got away from this lure, and the fish don't see it that much anymore. So I think it's a great step back in time. Pick one of these up and chuck it out to see what you can catch. And do me a favor, if you guys pick one of these up or pick any one of the mepps spinners up that you think might catch bass for you, catch the fish you're after, post down below. Tell me which one you're throwing and what you're catching on it. I'd love to hear about it. I want to know about it, and tell me what you think about it. Tell me post down there if you would even think about throwing a spinner. You know, I mean, if you don't throw it and you would do throw it. And for those of you that know about this and have been fishing this for years, do me a favor and post down below and tell me which ones you've been fishing with and what you're catching on it, because I would love to hear what you're catching on it. I know I catch a lot of fish on it, and I've caught a lot of fish. When I lived out west, I used to fish this almost exclusively in Wyoming because it was the thing that caught me trout religiously. I would go out with my friends and they'd be fishing all kinds of other stuff, and I would throw this spinner and I would crush nice trout. I mean, my average trout was between 3 and 5 pounds just about every time I caught a fish. And my friends were like, what are you fishing with? And they finally started using them, and they started realizing this was a great lure to fish out there out west and catch them. And then, you know, I caught bass on it too. I've caught tons of bass. Like I said, I caught a Virginia stateside chasing largemouth this year on it. So it's a great lure, and I showed you the picture, so you can't tell me that it doesn't catch big fish. You know, it's just another piece of equipment that you can have in your arsenal to go out there and catch those fish. Now, is it great trying to fish in a real weedy pond that's got high weeds? No, the pond that I was just fishing in has real high weeds, so I had to kind of crank it kind of fast over the top, but I caught it. It's a really great lure though to fish. And if you're fishing down, you know, docks, or you're fishing down the side of some lilies or something, and you want something that's not a big hefty spinner bait, but something that's a little lighter that you can throw, it's a great alternative. So I really recommend you getting out and trying to try one of these. And I would recommend this one right here, the number 3 silver blade with no skirt. That was the one that, if you're going to pick up one, this is what I pick up. They're like $3. I think they're $3 or $4 or something like that. They're not too expensive. And I would pick up one of these and I would take it out and I would chuck it out and see what you could catch. I mean, that's just my recommendation. And I really just wanted to bring this up because there's a lot of great lures out there that people have gotten away from. And that was my son. He's wanted to come here and talk to me. I was trying to let him know that I'm filming a video real quick. But I really just recommend getting out and trying one. It's not going to hurt you. It's a few bucks. Pick up a number 3. Tie it on, go fish some little rivers, streams, anywhere you want to throw, and I guarantee you're going to catch some fish. So with that, I'm going to end this video. It was kind of short. I just wanted to kind of go over it, you know, bring this up, and hopefully some of you guys will try it out. And as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to go, next time I go to the shop, go to the bait shop, excuse me, or get the Field and Stream, I'm going to pick up a couple of these, and I'm going to give them away. I'm going to just do a, not even a raffle, I'm just going to do a giveaway. Send them out to a couple of my subscribers and let you guys try them out, and then you can post and you can tell me what you think. You know, I mean, that would be cool. I'd love to do that for you guys. So, you know, then you can check it out, and then you can turn one of your other buddies onto it and say, hey man, this is a really good lure and I never knew it existed. You know, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So in one of my next videos, I'll post up the giveaway thing, and then we'll do a thing, and I'll just hit use a little random pick thing that you can use for YouTube or whatever, and we'll pick us a winner, and we'll give away a couple of these spinners, and then you guys can tell me later what you thought. You know, tell me what kind of fish you caught. You know, so we're gonna end the video here. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're liking these videos. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that thumbs up like button, and hit that little bell button over there, which is the notification button. I'm actually posting videos every Monday and Wednesday now, so, and not really have a time, but I just get them up every Monday and Wednesday as soon as I get a chance. And hope you guys are enjoying them. I enjoy filming them, and I appreciate all you guys and everybody that's helped me out and everybody that's already subscribed to the channel. I love it. And if any of you guys live in the Virginia area and you're near around Richmond or Charlottesville, hit me up. We'll go fishing. We'd love to do that. So you guys take care. Appreciate everything you're doing for me, and I'm going to keep making videos. And do yourself a favor. Get out there. Get your lines wet. Catch some fish.